I recently tried the BESTEK 1/0 AWG battery cables, and I wanted to share my experience. These cables are designed to connect batteries in things like cars, boats, or solar power setups. They come as a set, one red, positive, and one black, negative, each 12 inches long. The thick 1/0 AWG gauge means they can handle a lot of electricity, which is important for things that need a lot of power, like starting a car's engine or running a power inverter. The 5/16 lugs at the ends are made of pure copper, which helps electricity flow easily. I found the cables easy to install. Even though I'm not an expert in electrical systems, I used them to connect a battery to a small power inverter, and they worked well. I didn't experience any issues with overheating or poor connection. I think these BESTEK 1/0 AWG battery cables are a good choice for anyone needing strong, reliable battery cables. When I looked at the BESTEK 1/0 AWG battery cables, I noticed the quality of the materials. The thick insulation around the copper wires feels durable, and the copper lugs are solid. I appreciate that they are designed to handle high current, as this gives me confidence when using them with my devices. I've used other battery cables in the past, and some felt flimsy or didn't provide a good connection. These BESTEK 1/0 AWG battery cables feel much more robust. I used them when I needed to provide a strong crank for a boat battery, and I was satisfied. I think these cables are a good choice for people who want reliable parts for their electrical systems. I can see these being useful for many careers, especially those who work with vehicles or solar power systems. I think the BESTEK team did a good job making these cables. For those who need to connect batteries, the BESTEK 1/0 AWG battery cables are a practical option. They are designed for situations where you need a strong and consistent flow of electricity. They are not like simple wires you might use for small electronics. These are for bigger jobs, like connecting batteries in your car, RV, or boat. The 12-inch length is convenient for many applications, and the 5/16 lugs fit standard battery terminals. I did not use them for polishers, outlets, or anything that involved a rotation, but I did use them to power a small electronic device through an inverter. I could see these cables being used to help with a variety of business needs, especially those that need mobile power. If you need strong battery cables, these BESTEK 1/0 AWG battery cables are worth considering. Pros: heavy duty, well made, tinned ends, good heat shrink, floppy, easy to use, accurate wire gauge, copper material, good for battery links, solid heavy lugs, good for solar systems. Cons: no wire markings, poorly crimped, loose crimps, fire hazard, nicked wires, brittle insulation, cold temp issues, possible fire. Lugs came off. Quality control. Features: brand, BESTEK, gauge, 1/0 AWG, color, red and black, lug size, 5/16 inch, length, 12 inch, material, pure copper, application, solar, application, RV, application, car, application, boat. These BESTEK battery cables are thick, strong wires used to connect batteries to things like solar panels, RVs, cars, or boats. They come in red and black, and are 12 inches long. The ends have metal rings that are 5/16 of an inch wide, making them easy to attach. Made of pure copper, they help electricity flow well. The BESTEK battery cables offer some good features like thick copper wire, tinned ends, and strong lugs, making them useful for solar and vehicle battery connections. However, there are serious concerns about quality control, including loose crimps, nicked wires, and brittle insulation, which could create a fire hazard or cause the lugs to detach. While they're flexible and easy to use, the lack of wire markings and potential for poor connections means careful inspection is needed before use.